there's one person apparently you can't hire because he already thinks he has a job, unless you're on LinkedIn and you work for the Las Vegas Raiders. Fernando Mendoza, the only social media site that he's on is LinkedIn.
That is great.
And he changed his I guess bio to basically say
updated.
He's the Las Vegas Raiders' first overall pick. Isn't that amazing? I'm grateful for this amazing opportunity and can't wait to play for the Las Vegas Raiders next season, is what he posted on LinkedIn last night with his new national championship trophy.
That's great.
I love everything about him, man.
That is so good.
Right? Can't wait to play for the Raiders next season.
Great.
He basically told the Raiders, you're on the clock for me.
And it's
you know what I'm saying?
That's true, man.
The Vegas Raiders aren't a small business, but,
my friend's wife,
he's LinkedIn.
My friend's wife, who isn't really into football, the other day brought him up to me. Like, you know this Fernando guy? And I was like, well, yeah. She goes, I love him so much. And like, she's not even a football fan, and it's getting out.
Yeah.
To her.
That's because he's crossing over in terms of the way people are learning about him because of who he is, who his family is as well. You know, the number of times they would cut away to his family last night. His mom basically saying she didn't like the way that he was throwing himself in the end zone.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah,
she doesn't want to.
And I mentioned it also again. She is in a wheelchair, and she has MS, and her husband, Fernando's dad, rarely stands up and cheers. He's always sitting down most of the time, so he can celebrate with his wife at eye level. Matt in Las Vegas, you're here on the Rich Eisen Show. What's up, Matt?
Yeah, thanks, Rich, and hi, guys.
What up, man?
I'm a diehard Raiders fan here in Vegas now. I'm originally from upstate New York, and been following this kid, and I just everything with Fowler and all that you guys are going through this morning. It's just finally a breath of fresh air for the Raiders and what we need. This kid and just what he's gone through from a life perspective. He's, I think a lot of haters are going to want to hate on him and, pretend that he makes up a lot of what he says. And I don't see that. This kid, just what he's gone through and all these games. I love college football. Followed up, the Oregon game, the Penn State game, and then just the four teams that he just beat. Obviously the Ohio State game was a test. This Miami game was a test, and Bama and Oregon. But to go through that gauntlet and, the effort that and what he put on his back. So going through all that and watching all that, just I've been pulling for him die hard, and all the Raiders fans out here have now learned about him and read a thing from his mom, from his a letter from Elsa Mendoza before he won the Heisman. And I don't need to get a little emotional here, but it really just struck a lot in me. And he grew up born and raised in Boston. Idolized Brady. I was at the Tuck Rule game. Shut it, Brockman. Just to stop you there before
24 years ago yesterday.
I've been through it all, and he's exactly what this franchise needs. This past season was the lowest of lows, and thank you to the Giants for getting us here.
Nice,
because we wouldn't be here without him, and I just. We need him. The old Oakland Raiders fans this season, last season, it's been a tough go. Us season ticket holders, it's just nobody wants to be there.
Thanks for the call, Matt. I greatly appreciate it. Sorry, we're up against the end of the hour and don't want you to be cut off without me being the one to do it. Well put, well said. I think he should be a Raider, and I hope I am right for your sake. That was nice, and I just love people getting emotional about it.
Yeah, to have that game, to have that moment on that stage in front of Brady and Mark Davis last night, it's perfect. It's all set up.
Awesome. It is awesome. Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.